For most of my life, I thought surrender meant giving up. I thought it meant weakness, defeat, or loss. I thought surrender was for people who didn't have the strength to fight, for those who quit before the finish line. I was taught that to win, you have to push harder, run faster, and never stop grinding. That if life hits you, you hit it back twice as hard. That's what I believed. But let me tell you, life has a way of humbling you. It has a way of showing you that sometimes the greatest strength doesn't come from fighting. It comes from letting go. There was a time when I was fighting everything. My circumstances, the people around me, even myself. I was trying to control every outcome, every plan, every detail. I was obsessed with making it happen my way. And the harder I tried, the more resistance I felt. It was like trying to push a boulder up a mountain that just kept rolling back down. I would wake up exhausted, drained, and frustrated because no matter how much I pushed, things just wouldn't go the way I wanted them to. Then one day, after another plan had fallen apart, I remember sitting in complete silence. No noise, no phone, no distractions, just me, my thoughts, and the sound of my own heartbeat. I was angry. Angry at life, angry at people, angry at myself. I had done everything right, but nothing seemed to work. And then, out of nowhere, something inside me whispered, "Stop, let go." It wasn't a loud voice. It wasn't dramatic. It was calm, peaceful. And for the first time in a long time, I listened. That moment changed me because I realized something powerful. Surrender isn't quitting, it's trusting. It's not walking away from life, it's walking with it. It's saying, I don't have to carry this weight alone anymore. It's releasing the need to control every outcome and trusting that sometimes the universe has a better plan than the one you're forcing. True power doesn't come from control, it comes from connection. The moment you stop fighting life and start flowing with it, everything changes. You start to see opportunities you couldn't see before. You begin to notice how life is trying to help you, not hurt you. You start to feel lighter, freer, more aligned. And that's where surrender begins, not in defeat, but in deep awareness. It begins when you stop asking, "Oh, why is this happening to me?" And start asking, "Oh, what is this trying to teach me?" Because the truth is, life isn't out to break you. It's out to build you. It's out to build you. But it can only do that when you loosen your grip, open your heart, and let go of the illusion of control. Surrender isn't a weakness. It's wisdom. It's the moment you stop drowning in the current and realize you can float. It's the quiet power that says, I trust that I'm exactly where I'm meant to be. It's like the ocean, beautiful, powerful, unpredictable. You can fight the waves if you want to. You can scream, you can struggle, you can try to command the tide to stop, but you'll only exhaust yourself. The ocean doesn't obey your will. It teaches you to adapt, to listen, to move with it, not against it. And that's what surrender truly is. It's learning to surf the waves instead of letting them drown you. When I finally understood that, something inside me softened. Because surrender doesn't mean you stop taking action. It doesn't mean you sit back and let life pass you by. It means you act from alignment instead of desperation. It means you stop forcing things to happen and allow them to unfold with purpose. There's a huge difference between control and direction. Control comes from fear, direction comes from trust. When you surrender, you stop trying to control every tiny detail, and you start trusting that life's direction will take you where you're meant to go. You create space when you surrender, space for clarity, for healing, for growth. Because as long as you're holding tightly to what's not working, your hands are too full to receive what's meant for you. Think about that. How many times have you clung to something because you were afraid to lose it? The job that drained you, the relationship that broke you, the dream that once inspired you but no longer fits who you are. We hold on, hoping it'll change, fearing the emptiness that comes with letting go. But that emptiness, that space is sacred. That's where new life begins. It's like a garden. You can't plant something new until you clear the weeds. And pruning doesn't destroy the tree. It helps it grow stronger, healthier, fuller. The same applies to your life. When you let go of what no longer serves you, you're not losing anything of value. You're making room for what's real, what's aligned, what's yours. Surrender is that pruning process. It's cutting away what's dead so something vibrant can take root. We all want to be in control because it feels safe. But real safety doesn't come from control. It comes from trust. Trusting that even when the storm hits, you'll still find your way. Trusting that when something leaves your life, it's not rejection, it's redirection. Every ending is a hidden beginning. Every closed door is a lesson in disguise. And when you surrender, you start to see the beauty in that. You start to understand that nothing is truly lost. It's simply transforming into something better. I've seen it happen again and again in my life, in the lives of people I've coached, and anyone who's had the courage to say, I'm done fighting, I choose peace. Because surrender isn't weakness, it's the courage to trust the unseen. It's saying, even though I don't have all the answers, I'm open to what life has for me. And that openness, that willingness to flow with the rhythm of life, changes everything. It shifts your energy. It shifts your outcomes. It shifts you. When you surrender, you become lighter. You stop forcing and start allowing. You stop panicking and start listening. You stop trying to make life happen and begin to experience life as it's meant to be lived, in harmony, in flow, in faith. And that's where you discover the quiet, unstoppable power that comes not from control, but from trust. So here's the truth. Surrender isn't something you do once and then move on. It's not a moment, it's a practice. It's something you wake up and choose every single day, especially on the days when everything feels uncertain. Because surrender isn't for when life is easy, it's for when life feels impossible. It's for those mornings when you open your eyes and don't know how you're going to face what's ahead, yet you whisper to yourself, I trust life today. That one sentence spoken in faith instead of fear can shift everything. I've had those days. Days when nothing made sense, when every door I tried to open slammed shut, when I started questioning everything I believed in. My instinct was to fight harder, to force an outcome, to demand control. But each time I did, I only felt more resistance, more frustration, more pain. And then I remembered, surrender. Take your hands off the wheel for a moment. Let life breathe. The moment I did that, things began to unfold in ways I could never have imagined. The phone call I'd been waiting for came at the exact right moment. The opportunity I thought I lost made its way back, better than before. Because that's what surrender does. It allows life to do what it's designed to do. Work for you, not against you. When you surrender, you're not saying, I give up. You're saying, I give in to faith, to flow, to a higher order. You stop demanding that everything fit into your plan, and you start aligning yourself with the greater plan already unfolding. You realize that you don't have to know how it will work out to believe that it will.